They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So New Mexico's offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like,
he's loose. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, It seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Brady.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to throw.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Prieskorn. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Simpson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
splits the uprights. Good. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. You want to be physical. Quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And the Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Hills. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Now, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them with a wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. On the ground, it's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
To the air, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Haynes. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the ball's loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 24 over UTSA. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Crosses the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Going up top again. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Lobos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To throw, it's Hills. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. First down here for the offense. Card in the backfield. It's Blair. Touchdown, Lobos! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Hills. Quickly complete. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw, it's Hills. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Lobos want to move quickly. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Lobos will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He might want another play.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Lobos line up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can. So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it, and it's loose. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 28 over the Stallions. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They booted away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. It's a seam wide, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hills. They've got the screen set up.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Creates a little room. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. And he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this 3rd down because of the quarterback's decision-making.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got the quick pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hills. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Michigan offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Simpson.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the Wolverines will move the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
That's caught. It's Simpson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCulley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hills. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fighting off the defender. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Running to Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.